Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crypto Invest TV. I'll be your host, X8, and welcome to our show. When we get started, I just want to let you know that this is our digital studio, and this is where we'll be doing our live streams from here on out. So if you like those live streams and you want to see more content like this, go ahead and leave us a like, a comment, and go ahead and subscribe. So, as we all know, everyone's been talking about Doge more than usual. And the reason why is because it's been going from the 6 cents that we had approximately 2 weeks ago to now we're sitting at approximately 30 cents. So let's go ahead and bring that up. So as we can see, Doge is currently sitting at 29.9999 going into 30 cents. And so we've been having an explosive boom here lately when it comes to um, these cryptos. So if we come over here and we check out the 1 minute chart and we pull it back, you can see that we've been having a lot of volatility. It's been going up, it's been going down, but not in comparison to what we saw, say, at the very beginning of the explosion. At the very beginning, when Elon made those first tweets and everyone started to freak out and started going to Dogecoin, and we went from under a penny to up to 6 cents, and then we dropped down to like the 2 cent, 3 cent range, and then more people started to notice it, a couple days later, and we climbed back on up to about 4 and 5 cents, and then more tweets happened, and then more things happened, and so on and so forth. And so we ended up going all the way up to 9 cents during the Super Bowl time, and then we came back down, and we saw that 5-6 cent range for a very long time, and then we just started to shoot right back on up again. And I've been hearing a lot about how there's a Discord group that has been pumping this coin, and in all reality, I just would like to say, even if that's what the group was doing, I personally don't think that at 200,000 members or anything like that, that they would have the level of impact to make it go up by by the billions. Because if you look at what the market cap was beforehand, and then you look at what the market cap is now, the reality of it is that I don't think that 200,000 people putting into it could do that. Because in all reality, out of those 200,000 people, how many of those 200,000 people actually could afford to drop 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000? How many of those people would actually be able to do that? Not very many, not out of the whole 200,000. So you'd have a very small group that would be doing that, and then you'd have a much larger group that would be doing somewhere between $100 and $1,000 most likely. That would be the you know that's just the affordability range for a lot of people. That's not to say that I couldn't be wrong. I could easily be wrong, but I don't think that's the sole reason for it pumping. I think it has a lot more to do with there being recognition, and I think with that, that's why we're starting to see it uptrend, and a lot of people are freaking out because we're not just continually going up and everything. And you have to realize, if you look at this from the perspective of back when we were in the Super Bowl time, right? We went all the way up to 9 cents, then we trickled down, and then down some more, and then before we knew it, there we were back at the 5 or 6 cent range right before the Super Bowl, anyways. And so, at that point, you know, you could have said then, all right, well, it's over, and a lot of people felt that way, and then a lot of people didn't. And then guess what? The people that did feel that way, they might have left. The people that didn't, they stayed. And so they're the ones that held on, just like many of us did. And then now we're getting to see those kind of returns. And it goes to show that Doge can have that type of credibility, and that we shouldn't just assume that it can only be the meme coin just because that's what it was originally created for or whatever. When it comes to the origins of the coin, it doesn't really matter per se, so long as we know that it's that it can be used in a fashion that's not going to be debilitating to people who use it. Another coin that I'd really like to talk about is Basic Attention Token, and I think it's this one. No, I can't. I'm sorry, everyone. That's interesting. I thought I had it on here. Maybe I didn't. Here we go. Yes. So this is something called Basic Attention Token. And what you have to realize about Basic Attention Token, if you've never heard about it before, is essentially that it's a token that's used on the Brave browser. And what essentially that does for you is that makes it to where you kind of have a better, more secure means. And so with that, we can see that it oops. We can see that it that browser could have its utilities, right? And so with that, with those utilities, people would like to use that. Well, an extra incentive, you could say, would be the Basic Attention Token. And essentially what it is it's a token that you can use to contribute to creators and other websites that you like. You could even, for example, once you download it, if you saw a tweet that somebody tweeted out, and let's say you really liked the tweet and you wanted to like basically reward them for that tweet, well, then Basic Attention Token could be that way, and you could literally tweet them, or not tweet them, but you could tip them directly, like from the tweet, and then you'd go through the process after that to give them a tip, and then essentially they would then in turn get that whatever tip that is, whether you were to tip them 1 Basic Attention Token or 2 or 3 or 10 or 12 or whatever. I haven't really seen anyone talk about this specific token, and it's honestly kind of hilarious to me because this token, a month ago was sitting at like between 50 and 60 cents or something like that. Basically, a few months ago, back when I initially had downloaded Brave and got myself set up, I got in somewhere between 50 and 60 cents. And I didn't really think anything of it. And, I just kept doing it. Kept using my Brave browser, and I really enjoy it. It has a sync mode to where you can sync everything from your other browser to that one. Same for the mobile version. You can sync everything, so that way essentially it can be like a seamless experience when you're when you're transferring everything over. And so with that, no one's really been talking about it, but I mean, when I got in, it was at like 50 cents, and now it's over $1, and I think it's even gone up to like almost not like really close to $2, but like I think it got up to like $1.60, 65, something like that at one point. I'm not 100% sure, but at either rate, no one really talked about it at all. Nothing at all, and it just blew my mind because if Doge so much as went up a penny, it was all over everywhere. This coin, mind you, or this token, mind you, it doesn't have the same kind of media presence. It went from like 50 cents to $1.25 essentially, right? And no one really talked about it. So this would be a very brief stream, but I just wanted everyone to see that you know, even though Doge is a great coin, you should also look at some other viable cryptos. Go look into Brave, look into Basic Attention Token, do your research. If it's something that you're interested in, go ahead and invest. And if you do, go ahead and throw us a comment down below and say that you did, just so that way we know, just for the fun of it. Other than that, I'd like everyone to have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of it, and we'll see you guys later.